Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, over the last few days, several days actually, since the release of No Man's Sky, I have had several questions from several sources and quarters about what I thought of No Man's Sky and would I be playing it. Well, first thing I can say is that from what I've seen, the game is not even close to living up to the level of hype it received before release. And to what degree that is deserved, the reaction of many people towards it, which in a lot of cases is extremely negative, it seems to be rather polarizing. Either you absolutely love it or you absolutely hate it. There doesn't seem to be much in the way of a middle ground. Mostly. In my case, I've watched a good bit of video of it. Like at least 10 to 12 Let's Play episodes, or maybe a few more. I'm not exactly certain at this point. I haven't actually been counting. And the first thing I can say is the colors are insane. It's like living in a neon, like walking through a neon jungle. And it may be cool at first, but that level of color is, especially some of the color combinations that get put together, it just makes you want to throw up. I'm sorry, but that's my reaction to it. And then of course there's a niggling thing about, okay, I know it's a game, but hey, let's have at least a little bit of realistic reasonableness there. As in, space is not a neon cloud of varying colors. Space is more than anything else, nothing. And as such, it appears black to the human eye. Not neon blue or pastel reds or bright orange or whatever, you know. Ugh. Secondly, I don't know. It just doesn't strike me as the sort of thing that I would be interested in playing. I don't know. I maybe could enjoy playing it, but it doesn't matter, because I am not spending $60 on that content. I'm just not. I've also heard No Man's Sky referred to as a mile wide and an inch deep. This may or may not be true. I no longer care. So I'm not going to be playing No Man's Sky. And in fact, except for one, I am no longer watching any video series about it. There is one video series that I will watch about that game, even though I have no intention of playing it, because the person doing the series has an excellent presentation and has a way with working out the strategies to a really great degree and makes them awesome. And I'm talking about Pinstar, Strategy and Tactics series for No Man's Sky. He's done Strategy and Tactics series for a number of other games, notably Banished and City Skylines, that I found very entertaining, very informative. I love the way he does that, and in his Strategy and Tactics, he has an amazing tendency to milk the daylights out of whatever it is he's playing. He gets the most out of it and does an excellent job. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, do check out Pinstar on YouTube. You'll be glad you did. Meanwhile, in thinking about No Man's Sky, I have spent more and more time paying more attention to something else. And that would be Elite Dangerous. Recently, I've seen a bunch of video from Gamescom in which Elite Dangerous is talking about an upcoming release and stuff. One video in particular I found very fascinating was an interview with Dave Braben, the developer of the game, and he's talking about how he really wants to do as much as he can to make the galaxy that they have in the game as realistic as possible. At least as realistic as available data will permit. And so the game, it implements a one-to-one model of the Milky Way galaxy. We're talking in excess of 400 billion stars that a determined player who was willing to take the time to do so could travel to any of. That's pretty cool. The game includes as much real astronomical data as they can get into it, and that makes it really cool. So you could visit the Coal Sack or the Eagle Nebula, or even Sagittarius A, where you'd probably find a rather large black hole. Yeah, very interesting. There's many different modes of gameplay. You've got PvP, you've got exploration and mining and trade and stuff like that. And I could be very interested in that. As a matter of fact, my current plan, once I get past the absolute vacuum of money that I'm faced with currently, what can I say? I've been spending the last couple of months trying to get all my bills caught up. I've finally just about managed it, but it's cost me every spare cent I've had for the last couple or 3 months. And I am totally broke until payday, which is not until the 3rd of next month. That's really special because I think I have enough groceries to make it almost that, about a week short. Yeah, anyway, what I'm going to do is in September, I'm going to put aside as much cash as I can, and again in October and so on, and when I can, I'm going to get the first season or first base game or whatever of Elite Dangerous, which is running at about 30 bucks. And I know, you don't have to say it, I already know that that's only about half the game. The other half of it is the Elite Dangerous Horizons Season Pass, which is the most recent set of updates and upgrades and whatnot. And there's a lot going on with that. And then sometime in a year or two, there'll be a Season 3, and that'll feature even more content added and so on and so forth. And it'll probably be another $20 or $30 or whatever. Don't care, not worried about that. Just going to get the first part in September or October, whenever the money stacks up enough to do it. That's my plan. That's what I think of No Man's Sky. And pretty much my reaction to it. My reaction to No Man's Sky is, I want Elite Dangerous. Yeah. There you go. And OMG, almost 9 minutes. Time for me to shut up. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.
Mr. TinFoilChef.